Glory to Aristotska. We are calling our dear comrade Marcus Zuckerberg back home to the motherland. Well, this is the end of Facebook. I saw the president's warning to all social media, and it seems strange because I thought he was talking about the shadow banning of the Republican sitting congressman. I mean, you got to have some sort of screws loose if you're shadow banning actual U.S. representatives that thousands of people voted for. It doesn't seem quite, and before you say, it's a private company. The private company already said their policy, because the whole question of the president being on Twitter, their policy was, it says in the Constitution that you have a right to address and bring forth your grievances to the politicians. And as such, then, banning the president off of Twitter, in their own eyes, would be against that policy. But apparently that policy doesn't extend to U.S. representatives and senators because they're shadow banned, and you know, they got around it by saying, oh, you can still get to the person if you go directly to their account. However, that is not the case because the whole idea of shadow banning is that you cannot find that person on Twitter in any way, shape, or form without the actual Twitter address. So you can't type in Stephen Smith and think you're going to get Senator Stephen Smith. He will not show up. Senator Stephen Smith will not show up. There will be reams and reams and reams and reams and reams of Stephen Smiths, ranging from Stephen Smith with 1 million followers all the way down to Stephen Smith with 1 follower. And the senator will not be on the list at all. Facebook is really in danger of being completely disbanded. And the warning by the president, I don't believe a lot of people understood it. He said it, and he said it in that whole warning, real warning tone. Be careful what you do. You're playing with dangerous factions. What was he talking about? Is he talking about the shadow banning? Is he talking about the removing people's accounts off of Google, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat? No. He's not talking about that at all. Or he's saying, in addition to that, Facebook directly was found to have impacted a WAR going on in Burma? Someplace I don't know. The UN is threatening Facebook and saying, we will bring you into the courts and try you in the WAR criminal court. But wait, there's more. An internal, I guess, civil war is occurring at Facebook also. 100 internal employees of Facebook have charged the company with a monoculture, and that there is not a diversity of thought inside the company, which I believe means that the company does not like you if you are conservative. So, well, first of all, give me a like for giving you all this information. First of all, I believe these 100 souls are probably very brave to come out because there are conservative CEOs in Silicon Valley that have moved out of Silicon, completely moved. And in an interview, they said, the culture, it's the culture. They're all leftists, and there's, 100 of them to one of us. So we move, and we do anything remotely. We want to raise funding for our project, we do it remotely. We don't show up, we don't come to Silicon Valley, and we don't hold casual conversations with them. Why? Because invariably, they're going to ferret you out. Huh? We have ways of making you talk, comrade. Or like the Key and Peele grammar police sketch. You know that sketch? You know what I'm talking about? Give me a thumbs up if you know what I'm talking about, or leave a comment if you know what I'm talking about. They do not hang out in Silicon Valley. And more of them are moving out. So if you are conservative in Silicon Valley, more than likely, it's best for you to be located in Texas somewhere or something like that. Not even Las Vegas. Move far away as far as you can. And these are CEOs. These are not run-of-the-mill employees. These are CEOs. People keep asking, why don't conservatives build their own stuff? Well, here's the problem. When you go for your funding round, do you know what a funding round is? Let's get that out the way. Do you know what a funding round is? To start a company, you have to seek outside funding. Shakaama, why do you keep asking us for funding? You're just begging. Oh my God, you're a beggar. No, it's called funding. I have, on hold, about 20 projects. That's the all boys, all black boys school, the scholarship for young black men for STEM majors, the national black business consultancy firm. Yeah. Takes funding. Oh, you think just businesses pop up? Even the mom and pop store, they have to get funding from somewhere. Because people just don't walk around with $50 million. Or $50 billion. How about that one? You just think these apps just show up on your phone? And you just think Facebook just popped up? He just had some cash in his pocket? Why is Mark Zuckerberg a billionaire? Because he has gone through funding and funding and funding and funding and funding. And the company is worth billions. So he, as a major stockholder, is worth billions. See how that works now? You get it? I know you don't want to watch my financial videos, but let me just educate you just for a second. Can you take it like an adult? So they are going to drag them into court, UN, United Nations, because they did not stop the opposition. I have not been following this entire news story. And I don't know the merits of the potential case, but what they're alleging, or the consequences of what they're alleging, is for Facebook to cease to exist. Or to be so heavily regulated as to not be anything even remotely what we recognize Facebook to be today. They're talking an oversight committee for not only Facebook, then for all social media. Why? Because in that particular country, the only game in town was Facebook. You can thank yourself, Mark Zuckerberg, for that one. You didn't. There's no infrastructure there, but there's phones with Facebook on it. There's computers with Facebook on it. No other game in town. No other form of communication. And apparently the opposition was able to communicate and spread their message of love, peace, and joy. I'm being sarcastic, by the way. So make sure you turn around the love, peace, and joy words. Turn those around, okay? You capish? So, yeah. And your president warned them and said, hey, guys. You're playing with the big boys now. You kept ignoring me. You done did it now. Why? Because they are literally paid by individual countries to do this, that, and the other. So the UN disagreed with the opposition. The opposition apparently paid Facebook, and they put all of the messages of love all over Facebook. Those messages of love apparently disturbed some people. And it spread the propaganda of the love and joy and peace in Bangladesh. I have no idea. I can't think of the country to save my life. But they were spreading their message of love, peace, and joy all over the Facebooks. And Facebook did absolutely nothing to stop the message of love, peace, and joy. So the UN said, well, okay, since you didn't do anything, we gonna do something. We're gonna hold you responsible. You don't want conservatives on your Facebook? Apparently, you are not a good judge of character, because you're removing the conservatives off of Facebook, but you're not removing the Burmese, I have no idea, My Little Pony people from spreading their message of love, peace, and joy. You want to censor somebody, you gonna be censored. You want to regulate somebody, you gonna be regulated. I just think this is the irony, the tremendous irony of this is so fun. I think it's funny. This should be a try not to laugh video. You gonna censor somebody, you're gonna be censored. Came back to bite you. Right on the keister. Please leave me a comment as to how distraught you are, sad that you will see the end of Facebook and possibly Google and Instagram and LinkedIn. Oh, by the way, he who must not be named was reinstated on Facebook, Google, and Instagram, and all that sort of stuff. And CNN was the one to announce it. I guess they got what they wanted out of it, which was to get him banned as their major competition, because he broke stories. Everybody keeps talking about, oh, he's crazy. He's crazy. Oh, he's just crazy. Oh, he's just a conspiracy nut. He broke stories. He broke stories, and CNN wouldn't give him credit for those stories. He broke stories all the time. Why? Because he has a network of actual investigative journalists. He has a tremendous network all over the place. And he has forums where people pop up and go, up. I just saw this. Hey, Voldemort, I just saw this. And then he corroborates it and vets it and makes sure that it's correct. And then he announces it on his show, which is, what is it? It's like live. Is it live 24/7? Or he has somebody on there 24/7. So, yes, CNN was playing dirty pool. Why CNN isn't being censored? Why I'm leaning over scratching my foot, I don't know. Why isn't CNN being censored? I don't know. Seems like some sort of monopolistic sort of things that are going on. And since I'm mentioning other stuff, the Miss America is rolling around, and people are asking for the president and the vice president of Miss America to resign. The current reigning Miss America says she has been silenced in the organization, and that they literally pulled some sort of like coup to do that whole no swimsuit, no evening gown thing. That it was out of the blue, and then overnight she comes on TV and says, "Oh, we're no longer going to do this." She was left out of the loop, which she, as the reigning Miss America, she's supposed to be in the loop. She's supposed to be in the know of everything. And her farewell speech, where she's supposed to give her farewell speech, and she's supposed to be, kissing and crying and a big pomp and circumstance. She said it was cut down to 30 seconds. Just long enough for her to say bye. Why? Because they didn't want her to speak. And then we still have these few women. Few. I'm sorry. All of you women who talk about, men are objectifying women. I'm sorry. Turn on the TV, turn on Instagram and see all of those men in thongs. Not bikinis, thongs. You can see every inch of their body. And they're all over Times Square, right? Always showing a little bit of their underwear, huh? Wasn't it Marky Mark? Right? All the boy bands. The fan service. Oh, and Hollywood doing their stuff to little boys. But women are the only ones who are objectified. Even black people in general, as a whole group, are objectified. Can we talk about that? Can we talk about that? There's a whole stereotype of black women will do this, and black women will do that. And you could get a black woman to do this, not the other. Objectified. Oh, and the black man is, he's got a big whatever, right? Objectified. Complete and total stereotypical reputation, objectified. So, let me go back to the stats, because I know you all love the stats. Less than 7% of the women identify as feminists, right? And then out of that, there is an even smaller percentage of them that are into this whole objectifying women. Meanwhile, Instagram has people famous for their various body parts. And women are giving out exercise classes, how to make your butt bigger. You remember this one? We must increase our bust. Remember that? Kim Kardashian. What's her name? The black pink woman. Nicki Minaj. What are they known for? What are they known for? Who's the white lady that hung out with the black people and buzzed her hair blonde? What's her name? And then what's her name? I'm so fancy. Don't you look at me now? I have no idea. I don't know the song. That girl too. Her. Anyway, they want to hang out with the black boys, so they make sure they have a badonkadonk that is so sizable that it will turn the heads of black men. Because everybody knows black men only like women with huge badonkadonks and tiny waists. So you can't be Bertha, but you could be Kim. You could be Kim with the good hair or whatever. Or is that Becky? Becky with the good hair? Is it Becky with the good? Who is it? Somebody has good hair, which is loco. Yeah, hair cannot be good nor evil, which is what I thought when the first time I heard that. You have good hair. I have good hair. Hair doesn't pray. What are you talking about? So yeah, Miss America. Sorry, and you better come correct with these women, because there are chicks on Instagram with millions of followers who just read you the riot act if you come out with some plain Jane women. They better be stunning. And they better have long blonde weave coming down to their knees and thighs and what have you. Huh? And you better institute that evening gown, and you better institute that swimsuit portion. And I suggest that you have a complete workout routine to promote healthiness in the United States, because it has fallen down, and you are the appropriate platform to do that to women, for women. All right. Well, I know Instagram already does that, and anybody who follows any girl on Instagram of any fame, she's going to be doing something healthy. If it's food, if it's makeup, she's going to be healthy. She's going to be healthy. The whole fat shaming stuff, that is out the window. That's not in. That's not the in crowd. That's not popular. You're not popular. And all of these people falling by the wayside because of complications of obesity, you all need to take note. And stop deluding yourself, and stop listening to people telling you that, oh, it's just all a big hoax. Anyway, there's the news for today. I'm Poppy Harlow. Oh, hey, that worked. And thank you all for tuning in. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Are you going to be sad that Facebook is going to be gone? And they're talking about they're going to have a whole tribunal, huh? International WAR Criminal Tribunal Court. It's over. They are not joking. You thought you were progressive? They are progressive. You have done something to upset these people, and they're going to show you. Have you taken a look at Europe? They are not joking around. You talk about progressive. You're not progressive at all. You need to give up the ghost. Be American. With liberty and justice for all. That includes libertarians, Democrats, Republicans, Green Party. Stop telling people in the Green Party to vote Democrat, about that they're throwing away their vote. Their vote is not your vote, and you have no say in what people vote for. That is fascism. Thank you all for watching. Bye-bye. Comrade.